Okay, this video is going to be section 8 of Gossec Gavotte. And what we're going to cover first are the quarter notes, and they're going to be martelé style. We covered martelé and allegro. So it's going to be very important that we stop our bow stroke. Whoops. And then we're going to rock our bow and then roll back. Now you see why it's important for us to be able to do that as a stop stroke, because we're going to be rolling and skipping a string. So we'll try that again. We have our G, stop, roll all the way to the E, and roll back. There we go. So that will come back again a few times. Then our other measure with our quarter notes is going to be an open A. Then we have our C sharp to a D very quickly, and then back to a D. Really nice ringing tones. We'll try that again. An open a C sharp to a D, and then open D. Now when we change our strings, we want to do that quickly, but we have to be careful not to move before we finished our stroke. Let me show you what I mean. So when we do our A, that's going to be easy. We're still there, but we don't want to be crossing over. So for example, did you hear that? So we end up hearing the open D before we finished the one stroke. So we want to finish, then roll over to the D. Great. So then we have one more that is different. We have open D, again a C sharp to D, and back to open D. Excellent. So we can try that again. Open D, a C sharp to D, back to open D. Now something that's really nice as well is that as we're doing these, we have a lot of ringing happening. So we want to allow that ringing to be let loose, to be heard before we go to the next thing, right? So let's go back to the first one. And we have our G, right, on the D string. You hear that ringing? Go to F sharp G on the E. They'll be ringing there. And we'll return to the G on the D. Right? At least in the beginning, you'll get used to all of that ringing happening. So do that many, many times.